Rolling Stone magazine reporting that people working on the new Melania documentary described the production as absolute chaos and a nightmare. Tessa Stewart, writing in Rolling Stone, that 2/3 of the entire production staff asked that they not get credited for their work on the documentary. As you know, the Justice Department did their final Epstein files dump, and Melania's name shows up quite a few times in the latest Epstein files dump. There's a letter from Melania to Ghislaine Maxwell complimenting Ghislaine on how great she looks in this photograph. And Melania signs it, "Love, Melania." Well, that's sweet. Michael Wolff, great reporter. Michael Wolff, you can listen to him over at the Daily Beast. He's written all the great books about Trump. Michael Wolff says he spoke with Jeffrey Epstein 2 years before he died, and Epstein told Wolff the first time Trump did it with Melania was on board the Lolita Express. Epstein told Wolff that, quote, "I was Trump's closest friend for 10 years. This is a claim confirmed by an expose last month of the New York Times. We went over this. The New York Times did interviews with associates of Trump's and Epstein's, and it describes these two predators prowling nightclubs, casinos in Atlantic City and Palm Beach looking for women. The latest document dump includes an email from Jeffrey Epstein to an undisclosed recipient right after Trump won the 2016 presidential election. According to the email, Epstein wrote, quote, "I remember flying back with Donald on his plane the first weekend I went to visit you in Florida, and that was the weekend he met Melania, and he kept on coming out of the bedroom saying, 'Wow, what a hot piece of blank.'" I'm not going to say it. Epstein claimed he was responsible. Epstein told Michael Wolff he was responsible for introducing Melania to Donald Trump. Is that in the new documentary? I wonder. Then again, Epstein is a sociopath. He says a lot of things. The documentary, Melania, she's the executive producer, by the way, and it's directed by the great Brett Ratner. I'm a huge fan of Brett Ratner, not just as a director, but as a role model for my personal life. And Melania had its world premiere at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. on January 29th, 2026, immediately after Donald Trump announced the entire building was being shut down for 2 years of renovations. What kind of scabies infestation did director Brett Ratner bring to the place on Friday that they had to shut, or Thursday, that they had to shut the Kennedy Center down for 2 years? What's on his body? That is the great Brett Ratner at the world premiere. It's interesting that Donald Trump would approve Brett Ratner to direct a documentary about his wife. Well, no criminal charges have ever been filed against Brett Ratner, so it's safe for him to be around Melania. Although at least 6 women have come forward accusing him of rape, forced oral copulation, sexual harassment, and masturbating in front of them without consent. Now, wait a second. Does this look like a guy? I'm sorry. Does Brett Ratner look like the kind of guy who would masturbate in front of a woman without consent? I bet women ask him, "Will you masturbate in front of me without my consent, Brett Ratner? You hunk." Well, Melania, the documentary, is Brett Ratner's comeback. He was canceled, and Donald hired him. He said there was nobody else we were thinking about other than Brett Ratner. And because of Donald, Ratner is going to be directing Rush Hour 4. I can't wait not to see that movie. He's back. Now, I know a woman who told me she was abused by Ratner. An actress. I will not go into detail. I trust her. So, wait a second. What is this? Los Angeles Times, 6 women accuse filmmaker Brett Ratner of sexual harassment or misconduct. That's from the Los Angeles Times. This is from the BBC. Let's see here. 6 women have accused Hollywood filmmaker Brett Ratner of sexual harassment or misconduct. This is from 2017. The women, including the newsroom actress Olivia Munn, made the allegations in the Los Angeles Times. Ratner's lawyer categorically denied all of the accusations on his behalf in response to the article. Natasha Henstridge, who appeared in Species and the Whole 10 Yards, claimed she had been forced into a sex act with Ratner as a teenager. Ratner as a teenager or her as a teenager? Come on, BBC. I'm going to assume Natasha was the teenager. Separately, on Wednesday, Ratner's lawyer filed a libel case in Hawaii against a woman who accused him of rape more than 10 years ago. A woman came forward and said she had been raped by Ratner 10 years previously. And this is what they do. They file libel suits to shut them up. It's very expensive. So I looked it up. No apology. She didn't take it back. Ratner dropped the suit, and the woman didn't take back what she said. Interesting, isn't it? It's not easy to step forward. It's expensive and dangerous. Anyway, the Wall Street Journal has a list of all the famous names in the latest Epstein dump. And not only is Brett Ratner mentioned in the Epstein files, this is sweet. There's a photograph of Brett Ratner with his arms around a shirtless Jean-Luc Brunel. Brunel, a French modeling agent, died 4 years ago in prison. Brunel ran modeling agencies, partly financed by Jeffrey Epstein. Brunel was arrested and charged with trafficking minors for Jeffrey Epstein. And like Epstein, Brunel was found dead, hanging in his jail cell. And this is Brett Ratner. That's a sweet picture of the director of Melania, Brett Ratner, hugging a shirtless Jean-Luc Brunel, the French modeling agent who died, jail cell, awaiting trial for trafficking minors. What a sweet picture. Here, I have some more pictures. Oh, I love this. This is from the world premiere of Tower Heist in 2011, which Brett directed. It's one of the movies I've been meaning not to see for the past 15 years. So this is the world premiere of Tower Heist. There's Donald Trump. There's Brett Ratner. There's Melania. There's Sean Diddy Combs. To give you an idea of what a sorry state of affairs we live in, the only person I trust in this picture is Brian Grazer on the far left. I don't know anything about Brian Grazer other than I hate his hair. And it's not a good look when he's the most decent person in a picture. He said he voted for Trump, Brian Grazer. He's got the Bovino hair, right? He said he voted for Trump. Brian Grazer. He directs all the Ron Howard movies. No, he doesn't direct. He produces all the Ron Howard movies. And he said he voted for Trump in 2024. And when he said that, he said he felt like he had been canceled in Hollywood. He said he voted for Trump because the Democratic Party, quote, lost its direction. Yeah, not sure if the guy who hires Brett Ratner should be the one who's talking about direction. Yeah. All right. I don't know. I just want to read, eat, watch some movies, be around my friends. I don't understand these people.